Um, question for you guys. Mbeumo looks like it's going to happen to Man United now. I think that's not been felt like a little bit of a certainty. Around 62, 63 million, including add-ons. So I think a guarantee of about 52 to 55 million pounds. Good business for United?
Yeah, it is. Can I ask a question though? Where's Diallo going to play now then? So have you got Mbeumo going to play as a striker maybe? Because he can't play that middle, or is he going to play off the right?
Great question. So there's a few stories of that. So there's an element of both Cunha and Mbeumo will cover at times, it's been stated, in a 9 role in certain games. But you know what's really mad about Ahmad? Most of his goals and assists come when he plays right wing back for us. Most of his better performances in the Amorim system have been at right wing back rather than him being in the 10 role. So from an output perspective, he performs better there. But I think it's about versatility. I think there'll be some games where Ahmad's wing back. I think there'll be other games where he plays in the 10. And I like, again, we've got a long way to go. But suddenly I look at the attack and I go, okay, I've got some fucking options. Last year, if Ahmad got injured, which he did, we panicked. Like, what are we going to... Now suddenly you've got Cunha and Mbeumo's going to happen. Hopefully we had a good number 9. Suddenly we're getting a little bit of strength in depth in the attack, which is nice. So, yeah, I'm really happy, man. 35 league goals.
Can we just have a moment to laugh at at Tottenham? Because like they won this Europa League and they're going in for Mbeumo. They get Champions League football and he's picked Man United over Tottenham. It is hilarious to me. It's funny to me. I'm sorry. I'm not saying because I'm an Arsenal fan. It's really funny to me because Tottenham are like going mental about this Europa League, and Brian Mbeumo has picked Man United, who finished without European football over him. It's funny.
It's funny, right? I don't know if you boys see this when you're online, right? With your own fan bases, right? From your own club. Whenever there's a conversation about you're going to get hijacked, there's always this like, no, it's rubbish news. I don't care. No. They try and shut it down. And I'm like, no, let's play the long game with this. Let's let Spurs think they're coming in to get him. They've already been rejected once. They've come in again. Spurs fans, we had Kate came on the show. Henry came on the show. We're going to get him. 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 We got Frank. Champions League. We beat you in the final. It's what I like to call the double dip rejection. You've been rejected twice in the same summer by the same fucking player. Stick that in your pipe and smoke it. They beat us in the final. They deserved it. But the idea, and I did see people write these things. This is it. We're taking over United. Oh, shut up, idiots. But yeah, I'm happy with the signing, man. 35 goals between him and Cunha last year. Honestly,
I think they're two excellent signings.
Really made up with it.
I think they're two excellent signings. And I think with Diallo, I kind of said that. There's two things. I actually think he might play right wing back. And I do think that there is a kind of conversation to be had about strength in depth, like Terry was saying, because I don't remember many people when like City and Chelsea and Arsenal in their heyday were signing players. We weren't going, yeah, but where does he now play? It was like, whoa, they've got a strong squad. And I think that's what Manchester United have got to do because they don't have a strong squad. They've really got like 4 or 5 players that people are going, oh, yeah, they're all right. The others just need to be gone, to be fair. So when you look at what Manchester United drew in there, I think they're bringing in 2 very good players, both Premier League proven, both proven not just to be good in the Premier League, to actually be very, very consistent, good scoring goals in the Premier League. I think they're 2 very good signings. I've got to be honest with you. I think that is going to take them to kind of scary levels up top because they couldn't got much worse, mate. Let's just be honest. They were absolutely dreadful. When you're looking at Rashford and Sancho and Anthony and Højlund and Xerxes, it was actually quite laughable when you look at how much money was spent on them. And I think they've spent half of that money on 2 players that actually are more than better than all 4 of them. So I actually think it's decent, man. I've got to be honest.
Yeah, I think it's good. You need a striker, though, on top of it, innit? You got to get a striker, man.
Get
a striker, Cunha and Mbeumo behind. Yeah, obviously, if Bruno Fernandes just running around like a headless chicken. And then probably need a DM unless you're going to run Casemiro for 1 more year.
Well, it got played down, unfortunately, by Jacobs today. But there's a few clubs in Saudi that are looking at him. I think there's a possibility he goes. I think goalkeeper is really important too. And the goalkeeper story is so interesting because we keep briefing that we haven't made our minds up about Onana leaving. But then all the same outlets keep saying that this goalkeeper and this goalkeeper really want to join Man United. And you sort of sit there and you're like, do you think we're stupid? You say we ain't made our minds up, but we're out there talking to all these goalkeepers. Like, are you mad? Do you know what I'm saying? It's like we're going to get. I think we're going to get Emi Martinez, and again, I don't look at him as world class, but
Martinez.
Yeah, Emi Martinez. He's desperate.
I think he's a world class goalkeeper.
You think he's world class?
Yeah, I think he's world class. Do you think he's world class, Potsy? Martinez. I think he's close.
I think he's close to it. I don't think he's Alisson or Edison level. I don't think he is Donnarumma level or Courtois level. And I would say they're world class. I think maybe he's the bracket down to it, if I'm honest. But I think he'd be an excellent goalkeeper for Manchester United. I said to Terry last week, I think he has to be going to Manchester United. And I'm surprised Chelsea aren't in for him as well, because they need a goalkeeper. I think he'd be excellent for both of those clubs. He, for me, would be the guy. Like, Onana is absolutely dreadful. If I'm honest, I actually don't think it's been spoken enough about how bad Manchester United and Chelsea's goalkeepers are. They're two of the biggest clubs in England, and they've got two of the worst goalkeepers in the league. Like, real talk, Sanchez and Onana are two of the worst goalkeepers in the league. Yeah. And it's just like, yeah, they just need to upgrade them. No. This is terrible. To keep them in goal for this long is absolutely criminal, in my opinion. Like, that is how bad it is.
I agree. And I think I did see Staffy, who's turned very negative again over weird things. Like, Martinez is not an improvement on Onana. And he used the Premier League. Yeah, what? I know.
Are you mad, bro? Mate, he's not an improvement over Onana. No way did he say that.
You know what? Staffy's got this thing. I don't know what's happened to him when he's been over in America. He has this thing. But, like, I don't want to come across as... I don't see how this would be xenophobic, but the world's weird. In Argentina, a lot of Argentinian players are feisty, aggressive fighters, and that's my whole life. That's as much as they're highly technical, highly amazing football players come out of that country. There is a bite to them. I think Staffy is one. Staffy's a friend, but I am saying this. I think Staffy's one of these men. I think he's a bit intimidated by Argentinian men. I think there's something about RG men, RGs. I think he doesn't like the RG Bargies. I think he's a little bit scared of them, a little bit intimidated. Maybe he was on like a festival, something. He's not far away from America. Maybe he was in Central America on holiday, and a bunch of Argentinian men pressed him and he ran off. Something's happened because he hates, like, Lisandro Martinez is one of our best defenders. Whenever Lisandro Martinez, like, how many of you, when your player squares up to a player on an opponent's team, whose side are you on?
Yeah, typically you're playing.
Yeah. Staffy always goes, shut up, you little... I hope someone knocks him out, basically. And it's like, he's your player. So I get why he doesn't like Emi Martinez. I think maybe his girl got taken by an Argentinian man. I don't know.
Maybe.
Bro, to say that Martinez is not better than Onana, that is...
Mate, I'll tell you what, I'll go one further. I would like you guys to name me goalkeepers in the Premier League that are worse than Onana. Because I don't think there's many. I genuinely don't think there's many.
I think Sanchez.
I think there's two. Sanchez and Muric, the Ipswich guy, who was absolutely shocking.
Yeah, he's poor. Do you know what it is, right? See, when people say outside of pens, they're similar. If you look on the Premier League website and look at their stats, yes, you're right. There isn't a great deal of difference, but I don't think those stats, like defensive stats, you can actually go and look at an average defender and compare it to Van Dijk on the Premier League, and the stats look the same. One, Onana made more saves. Well, yes, because United conceded more shots in the last 3 years. So he's making more saves. When you actually watch them play, and goalkeepers, you have to watch them play alongside stats. I think Stat Mob has Emi Martinez much bigger, like when on those statistics. But the thing is, I think someone said, look, Onana only made 4 errors leading to goals in the last 3 seasons, and Emi Martinez is on 3. Onana about 7 times has dived the wrong way for the ball. Like, Emi Martinez, this is what's going to happen as well. Certain United fans are already creating this narrative where they're creating this thing where any mistake from Emi Martinez and they're going to crucify him. And I just look at it from this perspective. You're a fucking player. Like, control the narrative a little bit better, man. I am not saying he's the greatest goalie we've ever had or in the Premier League or in the world, but he is a gargantuan improvement on Onana, who will, if he stays in goal next season, cost us 10 games. He will lose Man United or stop us from winning, maybe a better phrase, 10 matches next season. Because there are going to be games, no matter who we sign, that are close. How do I know this? You've seen 2 treble winners in the Premier League era. You've seen Centurions. You've seen Invincibles. Each and every one of those teams in those campaigns probably won between 10 to 15 games narrowly. You witnessed, both your teams did all those things, same as mine. You still narrowly win games. When you have a goalkeeper like Onana, a lot of those narrow games will end up being defeats because they'll just fuck up when you don't need him to. So, yes, crazy. Outside of pens, they're literally similar. I disagree with that entirely.